Have you ever been trying to find your balance? Balance in how far you push yourself, in who you surround yourself with, in where you find yourself. We set out to find ours, our balance. We went to one of the wildest places we could find, surrounded ourselves with the best people we knew, and found ourselves in Hell's Canyon. Kate and I had been wanting to do a Hell's Canyon focused trip for some time. The plan for this trip was to explore the Imnaha River, Hell's Canyon Rim, and a lake location deep in the woods. Since it's the deepest river canyon in North America, I naturally wanted to start the trip by trying to drive up and over the face of it. Our strategy was to hit Cambridge, Idaho, and then veer towards the Snake River. We'd fuel up at Oxbow, then drive along the Snake until we hit a spot where I drafted a route that went up and over the face. We had a few problems to face. 1, we didn't know if the road was open. 2, we didn't know if this road was public. 3, we didn't know if the road actually existed all the way up. Plus, we were giving Hicks, our Bantam T3C Overland trailer project, its first voyage, so we didn't know how it would hold up off-road. If we could make it up over the side of Hells, we still needed to get down to the Imnaha River, as the weather was going to be cold that first night, and we were trying to stay as low as possible to keep the kids warm. With all this in mind, we reached the spot where the route and our adventure began. Okay, so we've been planning for this trip for a while, and I have been looking at Google Earth, looking at Gaia, trying to find a way to go up over the top of Hell's Canyon, and I found this road. I called the ranger station to see if it was indeed a road we could drive through or drive on, and I couldn't get anybody to answer the phone because it's holiday weekend probably, and they're sick of people calling them. In any case, we got to the road, it's well maintained, so we're gonna give it a go, see what it's like, and see if we can drive over the top of Hell's Canyon. The road is called Hess Road, and it was open, public, and in great shape. The drive was easy for our Jeeps, and Hicks, our Bantam trailer, had no problems either. Scaling the face of Hell's Canyon gave us some incredible views that you can only get when venturing off the paved roads. For once, we were ahead of schedule and could take some extra time to just enjoy the beauty of the day and enjoy each other's company.
Drive on this fork at the power line. Did you guys go left or right?
Oh, hold on. I gotta talk to Chris about this. I can tell you that we have not taken any spurs off this road.
We went left.
We went left. Are you sure?
I figured. Oh, I can see your tail lights now.
Good thing I'm paying attention.
It's a good thing Kate's paying attention because Chris just radioed in like, hey, which direction do I turn? And I was like, I don't know.
Turn?
I was like,
power lines? What power lines?
I was like, just stay on the road.
Where are you?
Kate was like, no, take a left. And I was like, oh, we took a left.
So we are near the top of this road that goes up and over the Hell's Canyon, I don't know, mountain? I don't know exactly where we are, but it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's a nice road, an easy road. I even got to drive the Jeep a little bit, which was lots of fun. And yeah, we're just checking out the sights. We're going to head down the other side of the mountain and go try to find a great campsite.
The Imnaha River runs for 77 miles and descends almost 8,000 feet before emptying into the Snake River and eventually the Columbia. It's a wild and free river that crosses the Eagle Cap Wilderness, the Wallowa Whitman National Forest, and the Hell's Canyon Recreation Area. This part of the American West hosted Nez Perce Native Americans as well as traditional Western farms and ranches. And its constant rush over the rocks served as our natural white noise as we set up camp where Elsje was making a jambalaya for dinner and Chris was making cocktails.
All right, Chris, tell us what you're making.
So we are having Kentucky mules. So you start off with cutting your lime.
Okay. Well done.
Give it one good glug, or a couple good glugs.
Glug glug.
Some lime. That'll be well.
And Gosling's Diet Ginger Beer.
Yeah, and we're pouring about half a can.
All right.
All right, and that's
Very
it.
Good. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
This is the jambalaya. Look at this. Looks so good. We've got peppers and celery and cauliflower rice for the rice base. Got these sausages and shrimp. Oh my goodness. Not only does it smell delicious, but it looks beautiful. Can't wait to try this. Oh my God. The spices, it's crunchy. I can taste all of the different vegetables and the shrimp. So what do you think of the jambalaya, Kate?
It's excellent. It's so flavorful. It's like the perfect temperature. Just so many good flavors. It's perfect for camp.
Hey, thank you for making this. It's delicious.
Absolutely. Hey, smoked paprika makes the dish.
Okay. One of the disadvantages of camping next to a river is that sometimes things can get a little buggy. So Kate, we got a new thermosol. Battery powered.
Battery powered, and then you can still put in all the cartridges.
So this is our friend's thermosol, and we had one similar to this. Not exactly. I think ours wasn't as nice as this one. So, but this has a lantern with it, right? And then kind of thermosol pad goes up here, and it helps get rid of mosquitoes. And all this is this one little, I don't know, spout. So we will see if the mosquitoes go away, because I just had one bite my toe.
Our first day was easier than we thought, and it made for a relaxing evening around the fire before grabbing some rest to prepare for our journey to the rim tomorrow. Today we were going to attempt to scale Hell's Canyon again. We had a quick breakfast and then began to break down camp, wrangle up the kids, and get ready for our trip to the top of the mountain. Before we left camp, we took one last look around to make sure that we were leaving the place better than we found it. This is what I'm talking about right here. This, I think might be tin off of a bottle of wine we had last night. And if we hadn't have been intentionally looking for trash to pick up, we might have accidentally left this here. So I'm glad that we did this so we can pick this up, take it with us, and not leave any trash here. Our goal for the day was to explore the rim and try and find a place to stay for the night that would give us a view of the Wallowa Mountains, the Seven Devil Mountains, or both. Just left camp. What we're going to try to do today is I found a route that goes up the back side of Hell's Canyon, and we're going to explore the rim of Hell's Canyon today. So that's where we're headed to, and we're going to air down once we get there, and then we're going to go explore. There's that feeling when you air down that adventure is right around the corner, or in this case, up the mountain. It's kind of like waiting to get into your favorite theme park as a kid. You just know there's something magical waiting for you, but you don't know what it is yet. Then we caught our first glimpse of the mountains in the distance, and our hearts started beating a little faster. Could we find something, a road, a meadow, a campsite that would give us a glimpse of those majestic peaks? And we'll never forget what we saw next. Hell's Canyon rises 8,000 feet above the Snake River below, making it the deepest river gorge in North America, deeper than the Grand Canyon and blessedly lesser known. The recreational area covers over 650,000 acres, bordered by wilderness areas and national forest land. It's the wildest place we know. Driving the rim and peering over the 10-mile divide into Idaho was far, far better than any theme park I've ever been to. We just set up camp and we're just kind of settling in. For the first time in a long time, we got into camp early. So we're like, what do we do? We went for a hike. The kids went for a hike. We got some firewood sawed and cut up, and we're just going to have a good time doing nothing for a while and just enjoying this view behind me. What are we having for dinner, Kate?
We're having fish tacos. So it's just tilapia with a little bit of cumin, a little bit of chili powder, salt, and then a side salad, guacamole, salsa, lime. It's delicious.
While Kate finished making dinner, Chris got the fire started so we could stay warm as we enjoyed the evening and had a great dinner. What do you think, Kate?
Pretty good, if I do say so.
What do you think? Right?
It is phenomenal. I could eat my body weight in these fish tacos.
Kate and I have a rule which goes, if you made the food, you shouldn't have to do the dishes. One of the things that's made my life easier scrubbing is this little MSR scrubber scraper. It gets our dishes really clean, it doesn't scratch our pans, and it dries out quickly. I might have to invest in a few more of these for use at home. Even though we were perched on top of a 6,000-foot canyon rim in the middle of a vast wilderness, we were beginning to find our balance. For breakfast, Elsje made her famous Spam and eggs, while Kate and I stuck to a bagel and eggs to start the day. Today, we were heading into the wilder parts of Hell's Canyon, venturing in to find a secluded lake. While we were reluctant to give up our view of the Seven Devils, the lure of the adventure balanced with the thrill of finding an amazing location is what makes overlanding an adventure. Just coming off the Hell's Canyon rim, and we're on pavement now for just a few miles, maybe 5 miles, before we hit dirt again, and then we're gonna go try to find a lake. We're gonna try to give the kids some place to swim.
We think maybe this is the wrong way.
There's a turnaround point right here for them. Looks like we have jackknifed Hicks. How did that happen, Chris?
It's a really tight place to turn around, and it looks really bad, but it's actually pretty awesome that we can get Hicks at a total right angle. And now I have enough room to turn around without...
You're not stuck here. You don't need to do anything but pull out.
Yeah, no, I'm not stuck. This is not a bad thing.
Oh, that looked very easy. Awesome. We are just pulling into this really pretty lake that we found in the mountains. There's nobody around, and there's trails that go around this lake. We feel comfortable coming up here, setting up camp, and just having a little bit of mountain time right next to a lake. This lake was deep in the forest and butted up against the Eagle Cap Wilderness, which is a 350,000 acre area surrounding and protecting the Wallowa mountain range. While this area was first inhabited by the ancestors of the Nez Perce Native Americans back around 1400, it was also home to the Cayuse, Shoshone, and Bannock tribes before settlers moved into the valley around 1860. This camp felt very wild to us and had us more alert than other places. We had deer walking through camp, heard mountain lions screaming at each other in the distance, heard what we think was a moose in the lake, and were occasionally put on alert when our friendly frogs stopped making noise to signal a nearby predator. Wild or no, you gotta eat, right? Dinner was a group effort that night, with Chris and Elsje making some carne asada tacos and Kate and I making Mexican street corn. Okay, so here it is. These are the fajitas. We got the carne asada, the peppers and onions that were in the being grilled in the tin foil, the slaw on top. Then we had some shrimps, like a surf and turf. Then over here we've got that Mexican street corn with the peppers, the onions, the feta cheese, and the spices. Oh, this looks so good.
The steak is cooked to perfection. I love the mixture of flavors. Street corn goes well, and the wine to die for.
So it's day 3 of our little jaunt, and I don't know about you, but by the 3rd day when we're out camping, I start to feel a little grimy, like I want to get clean. So I'm going to try taking a shower. We have this geyser system shower, and it's pretty neat. We've tried it out once before. Basically what you do is you have this container for water, and we have a Jetboil flash, so we'll put in a Jetboil flash worth of hot water in here, and then you fill the rest of it up with cold water, and it comes out to be about 95 degrees. And you've got this attachment and sponge that hook up to the pump. You flip this pump on, and you can adjust the flow through the sponge. So it's not a spray, it comes through the sponge at a rate that where you can clean your whole body, have plenty of water, but you don't use too much water. And so water is, with us in the Jeep, always a premium. And so that's why we wanted to try this out. So I'm going to use this, and I'm also going to be using camp suds. Haven't ever showered with these before, so this will be a new experience. And then to dry off, a pack towel. These are these little camp absorbent towels that pack down really nicely that we use. Kate and I both have one, the kids both have smaller ones. And so between that, I think I'm gonna get a shower, gonna get clean, and be able to hit the road without being quite so ripe. Okay, the jet wheel is ready. It took about 90 seconds. So I just ran the cord from the Jeep, 12-volt cord, across here to our bathroom tent. And I have geyser plugged in right here. Looks like it's ready to go. Got power, looks like it's 95 degrees, good warm water. Got my camp suds and my sponge, and we're gonna give it a go. Okay, well, I just got done with the shower, and I have to say, it feels really good to have a warm shower. So this thing, I have to figure out a little bit better how to manage the flow of water. It's a little bit not super intuitive, but you can figure it out. It's a dial. You twist it, you get more water, you get less water. But I was able to wash everything that needed to be washed. My hair, my skin, everything feels super clean now. So I don't know. We'll keep testing this thing, see if we keep using it. Yeah, so far so good.
Today was our last day of the journey, and we had grand plans to keep driving over this mountain pass to finish the trip in halfway Oregon before heading back to Boise. As we climbed an elevation, we noticed a few snowy spots, but nothing that would cause us any concern until we hit a large snowdrift that gave us way more than we bargained for.
Sliding off to the side, so I might try to stay left. What do you think?
I think so.
So we got good and stuck. Trying to get over this little snowbank. I just got good and stuck, so traction boards, shovel, I think we'll be fine. We've been trying to get Finn unstuck. It's just like the worst kind of snow to try to drive through. It's the spring pack, it's super heavy. What happened is it built up under the Jeep and kind of got high centered or put enough drag on it that the wheels didn't want to go anywhere. So we tried traction boards, we tried rocking it back and forth, tried just running the winch to a tree. So what we're doing now is we're going to double winch it. We put a snatch block on the tree, we just ran it back to the Jeep. We're going to give it one more try. If that doesn't work, then we're just going to go to just a tow strap from behind, which is probably what we could have done to begin with, but we wanted to see if we could winch out. So it's kind of an experiment.
The ladies decided to take a little walk while the boys were trying to dig Finn out still, because we thought, well, what if we just go further up on this road and we find more snow? And they're like, no, this is probably the top of the road. So we're like, we're just gonna take a little walk. So we walked up here, we look ahead, and the road just becomes 100% snow, at least for a good section, way bigger section than what we got stuck in back there. So we're gonna go let the boys know. I think we need to turn it around.
We got Finn unstuck, and we just used good old-fashioned tow strap. I mean, we knew that was the answer. We knew that would be the easiest way out. The girls walked up to take a look at the rest of this road, and they were not very happy with what they found. And so what we're gonna do is grab a quick bite and then head back down this road and see if we can find another way through.
Sometimes you hit a wall, or in our case, a snowbank, that you just can't get through, even when you're prepared. We thought our journey would end in a different way, but as we headed back down the mountain and reflected on all we had experienced, it became clear that balance, as relative as it may be to each of us, isn't something that just happens to you. You have to go out and find it, sometimes on the edge of a mountain, sometimes in our daily commute, and sometimes within ourselves. It's an activity, a journey, and a choice that we face every day. And the pursuit of this balance and how it enables us to appreciate where we are in this life, in this world, is something that can be frightening, because the world is a big and sometimes wild place to explore. But when we embrace the discomfort of the unknown, we gain something, we grow, we balance. And because of that, we'll keep venturing out to roam the wilder parts, chase the connection to the natural world, share it with our friends, and share it with all of you.